I got so scared that I heard a run. And I flicked and saw you.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. That shot missed. Holy shit.
The diffuser is secured.
Find it. Do it. Find the kind of
What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Greezy, and today we're going to be going over how to play Twitch, a guide for you here in Rainbow Six Siege. And so we're loaded up here on the map of Cafe Dostoevsky, so we can go over kind of some different ways to play, some ideas you want to use when you play Twitch. Because again, this is another operator you can kind of throw around in different ways you can play her. When I play Twitch personally, I like to play it more kind of like as a support role for my hard breachers, or other players, like maybe if you have a sledge up with you, or someone with frag grenades, maybe a Maverick or Yana. So on this sort of map, like maybe there might be a Yana or a sledge with you. And so I like to play Twitch more supportive. So what I do when I first load into the map, especially on this sort of map like a cafe, I go right up to the top of the map. And for this video, I'm going to bring breach in charge. Normally I'll bring a claymore because you're probably going to have your sledge or buck or someone with you that can open hatches for you. But right at the beginning of the round, what I'm going to do is we're going to get the hatch open. And then I'm going to come over and sit in a spot that I feel relatively safe in. So maybe over in this corner so it's harder to get a C4 to. Or I'll come over and sit over behind this little like AC vent unit. And then from this point on, I'm trying to drone. I'm going to probably drone for the next first minute of the round or so. So I can help either gather intel or try and get rid of utility. Because you're going to be kind of like playing as if you were Thatcher or IQ. But you're at this point going to be inside the map with your drone. And you want to be smart about it. So when you first start out on the map, I load in and I save my drone immediately. So especially on the cafe, I'm going to have it spawn up. I'm going to take it right out to where I'm going to be spawning up at so I can keep it. On some maps, you might be able to get inside and get lucky enough you can put it somewhere near site or somewhere around it. That's not going to be easy for the defenders to find. But this is one of those utilities and gadgets in the game that's very fragile. Because all it takes is one bullet to get rid of. And it's not an easy thing to get away from them either. Like you can't jump like other drones, so it's not easy to divert or get away from defenders. So it's a gadget you want to try and really be very careful with. So I try to save it, hold on to it till the round starts, then I bring it with me like I did there, throw it in, and from that point on I'm moving around trying to find different things I can get rid of. So a lot of times you'll see, especially on cafe, they probably have a Maestro camera maybe over here somewhere, or even a Vault camera. And so when you drive in, I try to look for people to make sure I can kind of help my team out as well. So I'll come through and probably scan, maybe get a ping off. But from there, I'm trying to find the gadget. So if they have like a Maestro Evil Eye, it takes 2 shots on a Twitch drone, shoot it once. You move it, it'll open up a little bit, shoot it right in between the opening. And it'll get rid of the Maestro cam. Takes 1 shot on anything else though. So every other gadget besides Maestro camera and the Malusi Banshees take 1 shot. On the Banshees, you can't get rid of them with a Twitch drone, so keep that in mind. But it is good you can hit it and disable it, just like an Evil Eye. You can hit it once, it disables it. So you can disable that Banshee so you can have a better way of helping your team push also. So it's the other thing to keep in mind. So say if maybe you do have a Banshee that's somewhere over here by this, maybe they put one right here next to the drop, and they have an ADS that's going to protect it. You can come through and shoot the ADS, takes 1 shot, shoot the Banshee, and have your player drop, and then they can walk down and melee it, or do whatever they need to get rid of it, so you can have an easier way of pushing through that area as well. And so for that first minute, drone around, try and find as many gadgets as possible. You do only get 3 shots at a time, but it's infinite reload as well. So you can drive around, try and find some things. Say you get rid of all 3 of your shots kind of quickly, like there were a couple ADSs, so maybe you hit an ADS over here, you hit one up here, and then they had maybe a black eye Valkyrie camera underneath the table, and he shot out. So you have 3 drones. At this point, what I'm going to do is either try to drone out a little bit more to help my team push, or I'm going to leave it in a spot that's good to watch for flanks. So maybe I'll put it over here, like right inside of sight, so I can kind of watch it. They can watch freezer. They can also watch the rotate if maybe they have a rotate over here. And then I'll take my next drone and I'm going to throw that one in. And then do the same thing trying to get rid of gadgets. So if I did that kind of quickly, say it took maybe 20 seconds to get rid of those couple pieces of gadgets or utility and I left that in there. This time I'm going to push through over here. So maybe there's some bandits on the wall or Kaid or Electro Claw. I'm going to get that off the wall. So say there's the Electro Claw. Bam, we got rid of it. And then I'm going to be trying to be careful because there's usually going to be somebody either playing maybe up here on piano or there's going to be someone playing pixel over here in this corner. So from there, what I'm going to do is look around to see maybe they may have an Evil Eye in here for the Maestro, or maybe they have a Valkyrie camera in here and get rid of that utility. There's probably going to be some utility over in this corner depending on what rank you are. There might be an ADS or some, well, my magnets up here to help try and slow that down. But again, you're just using it to gather intel, tell your team what's clear, call it out, see what utility you can get rid of, and then at that point, you can push down. So from there, after that minute, I'm going to help try and push down. You're going to open up the hatch, look to see what's down there. And then on a map like this, I'm always going to have that claymore, like I said, because when you come down here on this red carpet of the red stairs for cafe, no matter what level of graphics you're playing, if it's ultra high, low, if you put your claymore down just right here, anywhere on this red carpet, it's almost impossible to see for a defender coming up. And especially if this kind of staircase, they might kind of see it coming up, but most of the time they're not going to see it very easily. And they're also going to be looking up because they know the hatch is open, so they're not going to be getting shots. So when they're coming up the stairs, and they're going to push right into your claymore. So it's always a good spot to put a claymore as well, just as advice, even if you're not playing Twitch. If you're playing Thermite, Thatcher, anyone with claymore, Zofia, come put it right on this staircase as a flank watch. So you also can have a drone down there to watch, but it makes it so you can have to not really worry about anyone flanking you very much. And if they are going to flank you, you're probably going to hear them shoot it out anyway. And at that point, you're probably going to have someone open this wall up. So you have your Thermite, or maybe a softer Zofia, Sledge, Buck, or open this wall up. And then after I get through this part as well, the next thing I'm going to do is drone a little bit more. So after that first minute, I want to try and do all that, getting the claymore down there if I need to, if I'm going to have to bring the claymore, or if I'm helping push. Next 30 seconds max, so then I have another minute and a half of the round roughly to use. So at that point, I'm going to drone and see if I still have my drones up, if no one was over here to shoot it out. So that way I know that there's nobody playing or trying to push up to pixel to push us back. And if this is still up, I'm going to do a little more, see if there's anyone in the bathroom. And then I probably reloaded more Twitch shots at this point, so I have more things I can use to zap. So I can go through again and try and clear more utility. And so this next minute and a half, I'm not really worried about keeping this drone as much as I need to, because now I'm just trying to burn as much utility to help my team push now to sight. So from here, you're going to push in, see if you have any ADSs. There might be a Myra on this wall. Sometimes they have a Myra playing. It's a very common map, or Myra over here. And you're the hard counter for Myra. You have to use walk up, shoot that canister. It's done. It's open. It's very hard to play behind that now. And then you're going to do the same thing. See if you have any more, if maybe this one's still up. And maybe push it a little bit deeper in sight to help see where they're playing. But you want to make sure you're trying to get rid of as much utility as you can of the defenders while they're up. So if these have reloaded 3 more drones, I'm going to push around and see if there's any more ADSs, if there's any other Womais. Maybe if there's Ella Grismont. So as we were pushing up, there may be an Ella through one of her Grismonts up on the wall. Get rid of it. And help keep pushing in so your team can push in and try and get rid of as much utility as you can to help your team have an easier way of getting maybe to plant or just getting to site to get some kills. And so, like I said, anything on the map that's utility from the defenders, it's a one shot besides Maestro cams and even the Banshees. Those just take one shot. It's going to disable it. You can't destroy it with a Twitch drone, but you can destroy anything else one shot. So if there's like bulletproof cameras, you just have to get underneath it or next to it. You'll see there's like this really nice soft spot that isn't bulletproof. You just shoot it out on a bulletproof camera. It gets rid of it one shot. And then anything else like if there's a cap can trap on a doorway, it takes one shot. The Grismonts from Ella, they take one shot. ADSs, magnets, Myra mirrors, the little canister takes one shot from a Twitch drone. But really, you just want to be smart and be careful when you're playing Twitch. You want to push in, make sure you're not overly loud. You can kind of be slower. It's not as loud as it could be. They're kind of quick, so they're not hard. They're not easy to shoot, so to say, but they're one of the easiest things out of drones for defenders to get rid of. But to try to play smart, see what utility you can get as a beginner. Your main focus when you're playing Twitch, just try to do as much as you can, get rid of utility from the defender side. That's all your main goal needs to be. As you get maybe higher and more advanced in the game, higher rank, or start playing maybe with more friends, more stack, then you can try and play off it. So like say maybe you have someone trying to cook a grenade, like okay, I'm gonna get rid of that ADS and tell your guy to cook it, 3, 2, 1, and then you shoot out the ADS, they can nade over, easy kill. So just think about it as you go, be strategic. If you have anything down below you want me to go over, any other map you'd like me to go over Twitch, let me know down in the comments below. But we'll keep it till next time, my guy. Keep it easy, keep it breezy. It's your boy Greezy. I'm out.